wayfarers, and welcome to the Jester's Court. I am your Menagerie keeper, Rachel Kordell, and I am joined by Andrew Frost.
Now listen here, I'm gonna say this one time and one time only. It's come to my attention that my world is in danger. It's scary, yeah, but not as scary as what I'm about to do with whoever's cataloging these other multiverses. I consider myself a patient man, yeah, but I have no patience for those who take freedom away from others, man. Oh, when I get my white-gloved hands on you, I'm gonna crack your spine like a first-edition copy of War and Peace, bucko. So yeah, go ahead and put the Bibliolater in a pretty glass case. But know that the Bibliolater isn't meant to be a pristine PSA 10. The Bibliolater is dog-eared and torn. The Bibliolater has been handled by hundreds of hands, each one rougher and more ragged than the last. And the Bibliolater, he's gonna be held in the hands and hearts of every person who has ever passed him by here. You can't collect the Bibliolater. The Bibliolater's for the people. The Bibliolater's for all of mankind.
Yeah, take him down.
Yeah. Mankind.
Next, Seth Coveyou.
I play Vince Meeced, and we're ready to bust this mystery wide open. This morning cock is gonna crow.
There we go.
Did you guys see Nosferatu?
Not yet.
No.
Oh, I'm so excited to.
Oh, great
Amazing.
movie. Great movie. Good remake. Really faithful. Really holds up.
Casey Reardon.
He has thumped of her. Anyway.
Casey, help us.
Belle is here, and my world may be dying, but you can certainly find me frying. It's Belle.
Oh,
Yeah, very
Oh,
nice.
Oh my god.
What are
And
you frying?
Sky Swanson.
Chicken.
Oh,
It definitely has been a full month since we played. Oh, right, I'm playing a big, beautiful orb that'll probably get laid. It's time.
Time for what?
It's time for me to get laid.
Can you get laid? That would seem rather surprising without
That's
a
right.
phiscal
it's
body.
It's a new
Oh, well, he has a
for
hole.
time, and they're trying to get absolutely nasty.
Trying to get their freak on.
It's time to find time's circumference.
Last time on Echoes of the Menagerie. As the Riftguard wraps up the case of the missing dimensions, our Caper Crusaders took aim at the young thief Lou Peck and thwarted his plans of creating an interdimensional poking bagel. It was revealed that Count Clortho's jewelry, combined with the bagel, opened a hole to some sort of pocket dimension a step deeper into the space between space. The gang tried to recreate the portal on a larger scale by going to Norhordel's portal in Dorporium to use one of their door frames, but there wasn't enough power. In order to research what kind of power they could use, they went back to go visit their good buddy Keeper Thalas at the Veiled Librarium. While perusing the shelves, Barry made the grave discovery that the library was organized in the exact fashion as they had been with their locked frequencies. Meanwhile, the one who views the way in which time curves shoved themselves into one of the librarium shelves, teleporting to a section containing an extensive history of their dimension and a book relaying the current path towards its downfall. Shortly, Barry discovers his dimension's tectonic tragedy, followed by Bell learning about the impending suffocation of his own. Thrice confirmed, the team realized their correlation between their cataloging and the impending doom of their dimensions. As this revelation is made, Keeper Thalas finds Barry to express the excitement about a wrestling book, but catches everyone with a quizzical appearance. Barry offers Thalas the opportunity to give a little insight, to which Keeper Thalas replies, "What can I help you with?"
Well, you see now, we've been kind of doing some investigating work for the Riftguard here, and it kind of seems that all of us are embroiled in some kind of scheme that...
A scheme?
I guess what I'm trying to say is, something's trying to catalog us.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, you know the way you have your books laid out?
Yes, of course I do.
We seem to be cataloged in that exact same way.
His eyes squint in your direction. I'm sorry, they do what now? How do you know?
We each have some kind of frequency that we're ringing true on.
Frequencies? What? How are you all looking at your frequencies?
Well, we got this. I feel like I have a southern accent now, and I don't mean to. I feel like I was more Canadian, so let me fix that real quick.
That's all right. The dimension will do all kinds of things to
Put a
you.
little bit of denim on that
Apparently.
voice.
Either way, here. And I'm going to pull out the frequency detector.
Oh, interesting that you have that. Are you working with the Rift Guard, by chance?
Yes, he did say that earlier.
That's right.
Like at the top of the sentence.
That's right. You did say that. I'm sorry, my head must have been elsewhere. So, why are you working with the Rift Guard?
Because we're not allowed to leave until we figure this out.
I see. Well,
I hate to say it, but I think if we don't figure it out, we're kind of forced to stay anyway.
well, that's quite interesting. How can I help you on your investigation then, I suppose?
Did you created this system, right?
Yes, I did.
Who else knows about it?
Well, I believe, Sharifa, knows about it.
Sharif, alright.
Yes, the Glass Between Worlds owner.
Is there any way I could roll a type of insight? I know it's not a
Sure.
skill in this
Yeah,
game,
you
but
can try an
everything you
insight.
roll a D10, correct?
Yes.
Or a D12?
D12 for tax, D10 for everything else. Yes, but the D10 you can roll just a check in general to suss it out.
Great. What's the difficulty?
Difficulty will be, I'd say we'll go with a 4, I think.
Difficulty 4, okay.
Perhaps even a 5, actually. I think this is a situation that maybe would call for a 5.
Well, that's gonna be a 7, so that ain't gonna do it.
Okay. Yeah, you're looking over their face, but their papery appearance does not seem to give away any inkling of what they're thinking.
It's like looking at a corpse.
Or a thing made out of paper, yes.
A corpse, yes.
Oh.
Alice, I have a lot of respect for what you've done here. And I know that you respect what I do too. So as a fellow librarian and enjoyer of knowledge, of these things that, keep our stories told. What do you know about what's going on here? And I would like to use Navigate Administration.
Nice.
Ooh.
Because I would like to read Thallus like an open book.
Solid
Okay.
Make them break. Make them fold.
I'd also like to use the power of gun. If that doesn't work, we have a backup plan. That's all I'm saying.
We do?
Yeah.
That's another
I
series.
use power
isn't it?
word gun as a backup.
Okay.
Sure. Go ahead and roll. Does that give you an advantage?
So I get to roll a d8, which is groovy.
Wonderful. Sure.
And I did proceed to roll a 1 on that d8.
Oh!
Hey!
Okay.
Is that good or bad? I forget.
Very good.
Or just golf
We
rules.
roll
Oh,
low.
okay, great.
Roll low.
Crazy, dude! That is so crazy, dude! You're crazy!
Oh, fuck!
Oh, hell!
Oh, shit!
Oh, no! You rolled
Oh,
so
damn,
low!
dude!
Barry,
Oh.
your experience as a librarian has made you very familiar with books. And you know how to read pages like some of the best readers in the world. You spend a lot of time around books, don't you?
Top of the league.
Too much time.
Top
My
of the
wife
league.
hasn't seen me in months.
You can read books like nothing. But with that skill, this book man, it's like you couldn't see through them better than anybody else. You're the best. Did I get that across yet? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So you can see clear as day that he is hiding something. And when you ask that question, what do you know about all of this?
There's a little text on his collar. Just says, I'm lying. I mean, he's an open book,
yes,
after
correct.
all.
It makes
Basically.
sense why Belle couldn't
Basically.
see it. They're so short.
My words are failing me today. This is not a good day. Okay. You ask that question, and he says, do you like to keep books safe, Barry? Do you think that their knowledge is important to be preserved?
You know, I've asked myself that question for a very long time. I think that knowledge is meant to be shared.
Of course.
Shared to the masses.
Shared, but say, for example, a book finds itself out on, perhaps in another dimension, a rainy day, where the water itself from the skies can dissolve the pages, thus ruining the knowledge. Time can be like that on anything, really.
Isn't the beauty of it knowing that it's only there for a finite amount of time?
Of course. Which is why we should do what we can to preserve it. Otherwise, it will be lost to the ethers.
Maybe that's the way it has to be.
I disagree.
Stories are important, and stories are shared from generation to generation, until finally comes a time that story isn't told anymore. And that's why they're so beautiful.
It doesn't have to be like that, Barry. Things can be held forever.
Is this an admission of guilt?
Sounds like it. Sounds like we could book him.
I'm sorry.
Keeper Thalis said, what good is a story if it's there forever? What makes it special if it's just knowledge? Not saying knowledge isn't important.
No. I don't think you understand. To preserve it's not merely to keep. It's to guard it against time itself. Against the corrosion of its own existence. The Wayfarer's Walk has shown me these eroding dimensions, and I can save them. There, you can help me save them.
Barry ponders the words that have been laid in front of him, kind of literally considering they're a paper person, and he really just kind of ruminates on what's been said. Barry puts a firm hand on the shoulder of Keeper Thalis, and suplexes Keeper Thalis.
Oh! From the top row! The top row! I throw him a steel chair.
Go ahead and roll to...
Roll the suplex.
Can there be a steel folding chair in the room as well? Could I get him while he's down? Steel chair!
There's a book on steel chairs.
Oh, I grabbed that. It's the same shape and size as a steel chair.
Correct.
I guess this would be a roll to make a grab onto a character, in which
Yes.
I have a d6 to use.
Sure.
Ooh.
Can you know the difficulty?
I can know the difficulty.
I have an important question.
Sure.
Could we all expend effort to make for our show the first real People's Elbow?
Oh. Yes.
You know, we just all have the elbow. That would be a real People's Elbow if we all were like, pow.
Well, I don't have an elbow, but
I mean,
I was
you're
gonna
all
say-
elbow. You're either all elbow or all knee.
that is true.
That's
That is, yeah.
Being that this was unexpected by everybody, let's see how this works out first, and then perhaps we can create the People's Elbow together.
Very good, very good. All right, I rest my
Uh-huh.
case. You may
Mhm.
continue, Judge.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
Alright, so to get the actual grab off, once again, I have rolled a 1.
Oh my god.
Oh, my God!
that-
My God!
Are you maintaining the grab after you suplex
Oh
them?
yeah, I'll keep him in a German.
Sure, yeah. So how does a suplex look? Can you explain this
So
to me as
suplex
somebody who's
basically-
not very wise in the words of wrestling?
After putting my hand on the shoulder, I immediately bring my body low to wrap my arms around the waist of Thalis. And then, using my momentum, I heave myself backwards, still keeping my feet firmly planted on the ground, as my back makes a perfect arch, as Keeper Thalis is dumped directly onto their head.
Oof. All right. What kind of damage does that do?
Mental.
Yeah, easily.
You know
Mostly
what? That's a
psychological,
great
getting
question.
suplexed.
Because
Yeah.
I have the gripping, which is a d6, but then I also have wrestling, which when I'm holding a creature, I attack them by squeezing vulnerable spots. That attack would deal 1 damage, but that's more so of just me, like working the limbs and putting them in holds. I see.
Sure. You have them above the elbows? Like, is that what that...
No, it's basically
Yeah, where you grip
basically
him.
I have my arms wrapped around their waist, and they're kind
Okay,
of
so his
just-
arms are free?
Their arms are free, but also like they are
Okay.
upside down, dumped on their head right now.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to figure out... I don't know if you need to roll a die exactly to... What kind of damage would that do? 1, perhaps?
I guess 1 damage.
Minding everyone that the health pools are actually small, so 1 damage is a sizable amount.
Man, I'm tempted to expend effort and give you some, though. I think it would be so funny if you did 2 damage.
Yeah.
What if we all expended effort and they do 4 damage?
Yeah, so you flip this guy in his head. You're now on the ground with your hands wrapped around his waist. He is absolutely surprised by this, thinking that maybe you are going to take the offer to assist. And you hear him say, if you're so eager to interfere, then perhaps I have no choice but to preserve your worlds now. Frozen in time, unchanging. And you see him reach down into one of his pockets and pull out, which, Time, you recognize this immediately, knowing that you have a relationship with Nebulon and how you've worked with it. It is a powdered form of Nebulon, which is basically a large expenditure of power in this powdered form, and he tosses it into the air. As this happens, around you, the walls of the Veiled Librarian begin to melt. The dust erupts into these beams of spectral light which tear apart the dimensions and wind around you in these ghostly threads. The light blinds, pretty much as sharp as starlight, and this rush of this dizzying momentum drags you through the dimension, like straight through the ground that you lay on. With a jarring sudden halt, you are released from this pressure of movement, and you stumble forward onto a cold hardwood floor, which is different from where you once were. And you find yourself in this vast, ominous chamber. The Vault. A menagerie of worlds. You see them all around you, each perfectly encapsulated in glowing glass orbs on shelves. You can hear a low hum that vibrates in the air, which is the sound of Nebulon gas working in harmony with the dimensional glass to contain the entire dimensions within them. You're on the ground, but with the tearing of dimensions, Thalys has released himself from your grasp, and he stands right before you. His gaze sweeps around the vault with an air of reverence, his arms folded as if already seeing you as part of his twisted collection. And he says, "This is where eternity begins. I was already planning on collecting your dimensions eventually, but as it seems, I've spared you long enough. What do you want to do?"
I basically would like to do a flying headbutt into him. Basically a drop kick, but with my body oriented a different way.
Before that, let's roll a reaction check, shall we?
Sure.
Reaction is a what?
It is a D10, I believe.
All of us?
Everybody?
Yes, everyone.
Okay.
We'll do it like this. I'm just going to do a countdown, and everyone call out where your reaction lies.
Not great. I'm excited to reveal this number. It's not great.
Well, remember, low is good in this game, right?
It's not great. I'm excited to reveal this number.
Oh, okay.
All right, reaction check. Starting with 10.
I got a 10.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
9. 8. 7.
Right here.
You say you got 7?
Yeah, I got 7.
Thank you.
Well, at least I get an effort back.
That doesn't fail.
Oh, it's not a fail?
Yeah, it's not a
No,
fail.
you didn't fail yet.
No.
No, this is just your reaction.
Oh.
We could probably say that I failed.
No.
I don't think that this would be that easy of a check.
6.
I got a 6.
5. 4. 3. 2.
Let's go, baby. I got a 2. Let's go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
1.
Happy New Year!
Countdown begins!
Woo!
Fucking go.
Okay.
Can't wait to go last, but I'll shoot my gun on my turn.
All right. The order is Vince, Bell, Barry, Time, with Thalys going second with a reaction before.
Oh.
Starting with Vince. You have just been shunted into this alternate dimension. The walls are lined with these wooden shelves containing glass orbs containing other dimensions. There are a lot of them.
Mhm.
We know that recently there were 5 that disappeared all at once, but this looks like it's been going on for a while.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot. It is just one long room, by the way.
Yeah, I'm picturing
And-
Matrix style.
Essentially, yeah. It doesn't quite seem infinite. You can see the end of the room eventually. Perhaps there are more of these rooms. But you do recognize this as what you saw through the poking bagel, as it were.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
And is the bookman near me?
The bookman is in front of you. He's a little bit of a distance away.
Okay, I charge the bookman.
Sure, you run at him.
Yeah.
I guess you would just roll to attack then.
Yeah, I'm going to expend 2 effort. Is it 2 effort?
It's 3 if you're doing it for yourself.
This is actually a good time to go into a little bit of what happens during a combat, since we're here at a big one. On your turn, there are a couple things that you can do. You can attack, you can brace for impact, you can make a check, dash, which is basically double your move, and encourage. You have 1 action, which is one of those things, and then you also can move. So you can do both of those things.
Unless you're trying to combo with 2 effort.
Sorry?
You can combo with 2 effort as well, if that's what you were trying to do with 2 effort.
Yes.
I mean, it's not. I misspoke. It's not 2 effort. It's 1 effort. It's a talent that I'm using.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. And the talent that I'm using is control fire.
What?
Oh!
Okay. Sure.
Yeah. I want to burst into flames like the Human Torch and grapple him.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I want to become the spiciest chicken.
He's made of paper.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, yeah, so you lunge at him, your feathers bursting into flame, becoming the spiciest chicken, and you go to attack him. Let's get a roll on that.
Okay, let's go. That's a 4.
Amazing. So you actually needed a 4 to beat it. And being that in this game, ties go to the player.
Hell yeah.
You lunge and wrap your arms around him, and the paper starts to burn away because he is paper. But as that happens, it actually activates something within the location as the orbs on the walls start to glow. And 4 beams of light shoot into him, revealing a defense of sorts. They're not like invisible. They do look like they have some kind of plasmic appearance to them, but they are growing out of him. And you did do damage to him, but perhaps there's something else here up the sleeve.
He's got beam arms? Is that what's happening?
Not beam arms. They're not like arms. They're just from the walls. All of the orbs are glowing, and they are creating this power siphon that is going to him.
So there's orbs on the wall that are shooting beams towards him.
Yeah, I know. I got that. I just
Yeah.
All right. So he's getting powered up by the worlds that he stole. Okay. All right.
Essentially, yeah.
Well, what a shitbag.
What a douche.
What a fucking douche.
Freaking ding dong.
You said that was how much damage?
What do I roll for damage?
It
just
should
gives you a
be for
number.
the ability, it tells you.
Does Control Fire have like a damage output?
Probably. Most things do 1 damage, I believe.
Yeah.
Unless he has a vulnerability to fire, which would make sense being made of
Yeah,
paper.
which he does. So then it would be like 2. Yeah, 1 damage. Okay, yep. So it does 2.
Yay!
Woo! Next up, we have Phallus, which as a reaction has activated their defense mechanism. There are 4 plasmic tendrils that are, I was going to say weaving, but that's not the right word, waving around him. He's going to go ahead and try and make a attack to you, being that you were right in front of him, where he basically summons a large book and tries to drop it on you.
Okay.
So, fun fact about this system is that I actually don't roll any dice. You roll to defend as well.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So your dodge is, I believe, typically a D12 because it's combat?
Yes, D12, unless you have something that gives you a bonus, in which case a smaller dice.
So I have parry and counter as a power,
Mm-hmm.
and that has a D8. I have to make an avoid check first.
Is this a melee attack?
It is a melee attack. It's a book dropping on you. It's a large book, though. It's a big book.
While wielding a medium weapon, your avoid checks against melee attacks have a D8.
I think your fists are your melee weapon.
Yeah. They are right now, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling the D12?
I believe you roll a D8 to avoid.
Oh, okay.
If you have a medium weapon, which I don't know if you're considering the fist to be a medium
that's up to
weapon,
you.
but-
I'll give it to you.
I do have rank 2 bodybuilding, so could be a large weapon, really.
Yeah, this is fun. I'll give it to you. Have fun.
Okay, sure. That's a 2.
Great. You dodged that. Good job. All right.
Can I expend 3 effort now and attack him back? Because that's the parrying counter thing.
You can.
Yep.
You go at him. You burn him. He raises his hand and summons a giant book that he tries to drop on you, but you are too small and too fast that you move out of the way in time as the book slams next to you. You going for an attack?
Yeah, I go for another attack.
Go ahead and roll it.
Alrighty. That's a 4.
Great. Ties go to the player. So you go ahead and you burn him a little bit more with your chicken flames, with your chicken's spice.
Extra crispy.
Extra crispy.
Nice. Alright, so that's another 2 damage.
Amazing. Belle, you're next.
Go, Bell, get them. Ring their bell.
Yes. These orbs that are containing the dimensions. How big are they, and how high up are they?
I want to say that all of the orbs are about the size of a watermelon. You have some from floor level, and then on shelves ascending, just go up and up and up. This room is very tall.
Cool. I would like to redirect at least one of the beams with my cleaver, just because I have the description of my cleaver as saying a big meaty cleaver that gets any job done. It is meticulously cleaned and it shines like a diamond.
Shines bright like a diamond.
Very cool.
Shines very, very bright. I would like to reflect it into Vince.
Into Vince.
To give Vince a little bit of defense going on.
Interesting.
Oh, he's lighting me. What, you didn't like that? I'm just so charged. My boy just charged me up. I'm just reacting. I'm trying to roleplay.
But you can go ahead and try that.
You want me to do it again?
That's how I play my character.
No, not you. Belle can go ahead and... Are you you're trying to...
What should I roll for this?
I would say you're attacking one of the threads.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what to call them.
I'm going to be attacking it with my cleaver,
thread,
which I get a D10 on.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a 6.
Great.
I did technically supposed to know the difficulty, but I jumped the gun there. Whoops.
That's all right. A 6 misses. The defense of it is a 5. You go ahead and I guess you're kind of doing a cutting action at it.
Can I spend 3 effort to give myself an extra die?
You sure can.
Because I can do that after the fact?
You can, yes.
Well, that's a 10, so nope.
Okay, yeah, so...
I get that effort back, or at least one of them.
You do. That is a fail, so you do get your effort back. You go ahead and try to swipe at one of the tendrils, but it weaves out of the way, dodging your attack. Next, Barry.
So how much distance is between me and Dallas?
You have to close, so we're doing zones. Let's learn about zones, okay? So you're, I guess, one zone away. Vince moved into Thalas's zone, so you would have to move to close with them.
Okay, so I'll break into a sprint and do that flying headbutt that I mentioned before.
All right, go ahead. Fly that headbutt into him.
Okay, I promise I'm not lying. I promise.
You get another one.
We got another one. I know it seems unlikely.
What the heck? What
is
roller
happening?
are you using? Because I gotta
I'm using
use that
the
one.
Google roller.
All right, well,
The Google
Google's
roller
a
has been
liar.
pretty top tier today, I will say.
It rolled a 10.
Yeah, physical dice are trash, but then again, I'm always trash at games where you have to roll
another
low.
D10. Let's see what I get. It's a fucking 9.
So that would be a crit, I believe, correct?
That is a crit, which gives you an additional damage. Yeah. You move in, your head butts right into their side. You do them some damage. They don't like it.
Are we sure they don't like it?
They might like
They
it.
don't like it.
Right before I make impact, I'm just gonna yell,
Behold the bookmark!
Oh, that's
That's
great.
good.
I love
That's
that.
good.
And we come around to time.
Yeah, time floats up a little bit. They start glowing. Extra amount, those little lightning crackles coming off of them. And then they say,
Power word gun.
and a gun appears at their side, just seemingly floating there. It's just a regular gun, but it's glowing a little bit. And I'm gonna shoot his ass.
Sure.
All right, so I roll a d8.
Shoot him with that bullet.
Don't miss. Fuck you, Google. 8. Nice.
Your shot goes wide.
No. Is there?
It does almost.
You can spend 3 efforts to roll another die.
Oh, you can't do
I
that.
want to shoot this guy so bad, but that is like all my effort.
If you fail, you'll get at least 1 back.
That is true. We'll spend 3 to roll another d8.
Go for it.
Are you kidding me? Go. 7.
Not quite. Your shot goes wide.
Second shot wide. I
and
fired, but I missed.
It closes with the orbs, but you notice as the bullet goes close, the entire wall starts to glow this faint yellow color, also protecting the orbs from any interactions with it. You can see that this yellow light is also the same that is creating these tendrils that is powering
Oh no,
Dallas.
his secret power is world piss. It's all flowing to him.
It's not.
He's become too powerful.
Everything that's yellow is piss.
Why?
Everything.
I was picturing this like golden yellow.
Oh, yeah, me
but
too.
no,
Me
it's
too.
piss
It
yellow.
all depends on
Yeah,
how
it's really
hydrated
I'm
you
not
are.
hydrated.
Oh
it's
my
all
Drink
God.
gold.
water.
Jesus Christ,
A
team. Okay.
nice tarnished
What do you
gold.
expect? Your character's name. We already made a phallus joke. Now we're going to do a pee joke. We
I-
did make a phallus joke, right?
Yeah, it's all from the
Pretty
same
much.
place,
No, I
isn't
don't
it?
think
All
we
right.
did.
Yep.
All right.
Vince, your turn.
I'm gonna strangle the book man with burn.
Sure, go ahead.
You're
Go
gonna
for it.
strangle
Before you
the
do that,
phallus?
Stop it.
From the man who brought you the dirt man.
I would like to expend my last 2 effort.
Barry, do you want to help?
Yes, I am going to do a combo.
Yeah, choke your
Oh,
phallus.
he's
The combo is
combo.
on your turn, isn't it?
No, it's before my allies attack.
Before your allies' turn.
Mm-hmm.
Are you bringing the
Gotcha.
fries to this, Nuggets?
I think I am. I'm going to put Thallus in a surfboard stretch,
Amazing.
All right, time to do some googling on what that is.
in which my legs were. Well, I'm sorry. My legs will weave around Thallus's, and I will basically wrap my hands around his wrists and fall onto my back and just start stretching.
Okay. Oh wow. Where am I in this? Am I just on top of Thallus?
You could be on top of Thallus.
I think you're the surfer.
I'm just surfing on
Yeah,
top.
I
think
I'm
you're the
surfing on
surfer.
top of Thallus. Just kicking him in the nads.
I think you're the ref slapping the side of the ring right now
I don't want it.
as he's got him in that lock.
I want to be on. I want.
And the ring is his face.
Okay, this is gonna sound a little weird. Don't laugh. I want to be on top of Thallus.
Uh-huh.
Just giving it to him.
Uh-huh. All right.
Sorry.
Usually the phallus gives it to
Sorry.
you,
No,
but
This time,
Guys,
I'm just giving it to him.
go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. Let's see what happens.
That phallus is a bit of a bottom, isn't he? You
Roll.
say you're gonna top
What you
that
got?
I'm
phallus?
really gonna top this.
Beat that Thallus.
we're gonna go sounding, baby.
What's the number? Somebody
Oh
help
my
me.
god.
I don't know what it is. Is that another one of those Mormon things? Anyway, number 3.
No. No.
Yeah.
No.
It's
You got a 3.
Yeah, to each their own,
God
I
damn it,
guess.
this all goes through. Okay.
All right.
In a combo move there, you stretch him into a surfboard and Vince gets on
Ride
top.
him. Just
to-
riding him.
I'm
You
not
guys,
gonna
you
say
guys
it.
lock together as if you've docked.
And yeah, you're giving it to him. You're God damn it, guys. You're giving it to him.
Pound that Thallus. Pound it.
at that phallus.
Beat that Thallus till it can't be beat no more.
I really thought it was a cool name.
Till it's
And I was so excited about it. I was like, oh man, this
I'm
sounds like
sorry,
a
Rachel.
Billy
I'm sorry.
name. And I was like, this is so
You-
cool
no,
and so
anytime-
fun. And what does my boss fight turn into? A big old dick
Anytime,
joke
and
with
this is an
Welcome to
important
coming out
lesson
of
to
him.
anyone out there. Anytime you've got a major character or villain, you need to send that name to like 6 people and be like, hey, can you ruin this? And you do your best to ruin this.
Am I upset about it? I'll be honest, no, it's hilarious, but a little bit, 'cause oh god.
I get
okay,
it.
anyway. All right, yeah, so you're burning him. So that means because you have the attack, the burn, and the combo, that is 3 damage to him.
Hell yeah.
You guys are ripping through this guy, but the thing is that he's still got that buffer of health going on. So you're doing damage, but you can see it's burning him, but not as intensely as you thought Paper would light up like this.
Protection. That's good.
He's wearing a condom.
Good.
Thank
Only
you. Thank you, Sky.
0.01%
You just went right into
Anyway,
it.
we're moving on.
He's fully embraced.
It's 99% effective.
Fuck, that's so good. Damn it.
Thank you. I'll take the Oscar now.
Dallas in the center of this, while he is stretched into this weird surfboard thing. Well, basically, okay, what he's going to do is that book that dropped on you disappears, but it shimmers into a bunch of paper, which creates a swarm of pages that are going to try and attack the both of you in a swarm of paper cuts. Dun dun dun! I need both of you to, both Barry and Vince, to go ahead and make is it a void check?
I feel like you
Dodge.
could just
Dodge
make us
roll.
all do it.
You want to also get attacked?
With the way we built and acting towards your villain.
Is avoid and dodge different things?
No, they should be the same. It might be called
Because
avoid.
I just have it in my notes as avoid.
I might just, it might be. Let's find out.
They could also
Let's learn
change the
together.
wording.
So that's an 8, so I take that damage.
You do.
But do I get an effort back?
You do.
It
you
is
get
called
an
an
effort.
avoid check.
You do get an effort from failing, yes.
Nice.
Anytime you fail, add an effort.
Hey, don't you worry about me. I've had my fair share of paper cuts back in the day.
Everyone who fails takes 2 damage.
Does a 4 fail?
No, actually, you pass.
All right.
You dodge these swarming papers as they fly at you and attempt to cut you. Moving on. Belle.
Does it look like these orbs can be separated from him and this place?
If you can get past whatever the glowing wall of indescriptibly colored light is, yeah, you can probably remove them.
I'm gonna take this Phallus's orbs.
God damn it.
Just-
Well, they're about as big as me, so maybe this isn't the best idea.
You can, but yeah, there's a wall defending them. That wall is creating the tendrils that are leading to him.
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna go ahead and try to deflect it again?
I'm gonna kind of reach out with my cleaver again,
Sure.
trying to go at it, and then I'm gonna quickly reach back behind me to my walking stove, flip up an oyster, slap it with the side of the cleaver, and give him an oyster.
Oh,
Are you attempting to deflect the tendril and give him the oyster at the same time?
No,
Okay.
No.
You're just going after. Okay, you're doing a ranged
just
attack
doing an oyster.
with the oyster. Got it.
Yep.
Wonderful. So yeah, you go ahead and
What's the difficulty?
it is a 4.
I got a 5.
Oh, what a mess. You slap that oyster and it lands on
I
Vince's
can't
head.
do anything in these games where you have to roll low, guys. It's impossible.
Moving on.
Seth just shook his head. Like,
Very.
disgusted.
I got nothing. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Got nothing in the chamber anymore.
Quick, put it
Oh,
in
can I
his
do
mouth
that?
for me.
Can I head
On your turn?
Okay.
Very.
I will continue in this hold, so I will maintain my grip.
So you're effectively bracing.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Well, yeah, checks I make to maintain a grip may use a D8. So I will roll said D8.
That's fair. You should do that, yes. Roll to maintain the grip.
And that's a 4.
A 4. Yeah, that does it.
Hell yeah.
He's struggling in your grasp, but he just can't quite get out. Time.
And I can still do a thing.
What are you still doing?
I'm gonna squeeze that vulnerable spot with my wrestling. So if I roll,
You're gonna squeeze the
You're gonna
vulnerable
You're gonna stimulate.
spot on Thallus.
so basically, yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
squeeze that phallus
Give him a
as
little,
much as I can.
get a little,
So I'll just kind
reach
of
around
pull-
on him.
Guys, it's not even funny. It's not funny, is it? Okay. Degenerates.
We're just beating a
Yeah.
Thallus at this point. A dead Thallus.
Oh my god, okay.
Thank you, Casey.
Thank you, Casey. All right.
So hold on, you're
So
You're-
it's an 8. So
maintaining
I
the
guess
grasp
I don't
and
squeeze in a good way.
hurting him at the same time. That can happen at the same time?
When I'm holding a creature, I can attack them by squeezing vulnerable spots.
Okay, sure.
Ow.
Sure.
I mean, they are they're incapacitated, so they can't move. But yeah, the damage doesn't go off, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I do.
So you
get
fail,
another
you get
effort.
an effort back. Now time.
Okay. What is our goal here? Are we just trying to subdue this guy? Are we trying to deal with these orbs? What is our goal
I have a
as
feeling
a
if we
group
kill
here?
him, we'll have time to figure out the orbs.
You're damn straight you'll have time. All right, I shoot him in the head.
He is restrained.
Great. Execution style. Back
Please
of the
don't
head.
shoot me.
Yeah, alright, I shoot him right in the spine.
Are you moving to him?
I don't like that question. I don't like
I'm
that.
just
don't
sorry,
need
I
to.
don't know. There's
Yeah, I'd float
other
up.
people.
Gun pressed
All
to the
right.
back of his spine. His book spine, that is. Alright, D8.
Mhm.
You've never failed me before. Oh, 3!
Nice.
Yay!
Yeah.
You
Hey.
did something.
You hit him. The bullet presses into his back, but you can see that the light around him absorbs the brunt of the force.
Yeah. Okay, would it help to say that it is a powered and an energized shot?
I would say your gun is powered by gunpowder and is energized by ES.
Well, no, it specifically is that it is an energized weapon and it is a powered weapon.
Sky, I'll give it to you because that is how you said you built the character.
Yeah. Alright.
I said that because we had a discussion beforehand about how this is what you wanted for your character. So yes, it is a powered weapon.
No, that's like rules of the game.
Rachel was making a joke because it is a gun. It is obviously powered.
Oh,
Like when you were doing like a light thing, sci-fi style, sci-fi fantasy, and they were making a joke, or she was making a joke, and yeah, Rachel's joke was good. It just went over your head.
many things.
Thank you, Seth.
You know what?
Thank you,
Many
Seth. I
things.
appreciate
You know what,
that.
Michael, please. You can just put that right after Rachel's bit and overlap whatever Sky's doing.
Okay. Alright. Okay, cool. It gets affected by the armor. It does do 3 damage.
3 damage. Okay.
Holy.
And then I guess that's it.
Cool. Yeah.
I back away.
Sure. Well, I think you moved to a place where you could shoot him better, but I don't think you can move twice.
Oh, okay then.
So you're there.
Alright.
Vince.
Hello.
Hi.
I don't know. I mean, do we think it's a good idea to shatter his orbs? Like, is
I
that?
don't know if that would kill the people inside of them.
It might just free the dimension.
We can roll the, at some kind of knowledge to figure that out, but Bell's not the smartest bulb in the forest.
I'm also naive and arrogant.
I'm a genius, so I could probably figure it out.
You're also naive and arrogant. I know you took the
My
same
entire
struggles.
people are Jesus.
Casey, the bulbs are in the dirt, not the forest.
I'm sorry, is there not dirt in a forest?
I mean, yeah, but like,
Check-
the bulb in the
mate.
garden.
Checkmate! Also, different fucking dimensions, man. It's different dimensions.
That's true. You're right. I'm sorry.
My idioms mean everything on my dimension.
In fact, I don't even know.
You can't tell me I'm wrong because it's all about the space, man. The space between
It's all
spaces.
fucking out there, man.
It's non-Euclidean, man.
I don't know what happened. Sorry about that.
That's intense.
Anyway, I smash his orbs.
So you're going to jump off of the surfboard and go to attack the wall.
The-
Is that what's
The
happening?
wall with orbs.
So there's like a force field
Sure.
wall that we have to break before we
There's
get
a
to the
force
orbs.
field in front of them.
I throw the oyster at the force field.
Great. I will give that to you for free. It plunks off of the force
That
field.
classic
Those-
sci-fi
We
trope.
don't know, okay? It could be the one weakness of this
It could
magic.
be only
or
living things
science.
can't pass through it.
It's interdimensional, man.
What
we don't
madman
know.
would bring oysters
We,
into a
we
library?
don't know, okay? You can't
We
tell
don't
me
know.
I'm wrong.
An oyster could go through a force field in another dimension.
Okay. Is that how you're using your action?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, cool.
Mollusks evolved to go through energy fields.
Did you jump off of him or are you standing on the surfboard
Yeah, I did
still?
like a kick flip off of him.
Ooh,
and,
nice.
I just,
Oh, did you get a skateboard too?
well, he's a surf. What's the real difference between a surfboard on land and a skateboard besides wheels?
I suppose that's fair. Sure. He didn't do the flip thing, but you did like kick him in the nose a little bit as you like went to do the kick
Hell
flip
yeah.
motion. But sure, you're now off of him. Okay, that's your turn. Thalys, who has had enough of this, literally says, enough! And basically, with like a shake, tries to get out of your
grapple.
Your thing, yeah.
Grapple.
So he's going to make a forcible effort to break out of it. I would say that is where you need to roll to defend.
So, I have the trait of big, which says, due to my bulk, I cannot be forcibly moved by anything smaller than me.
You can't be forcibly moved, but this guy does have a massive power up right now.
Oh, true. You're right.
So, it busts through that.
Okay, so should I make a grip check on that, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll another D8.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is a 3 on this.
It doesn't
expending
even matter,
power.
baby, because I got that one again.
This is insane.
You gotta want it. What the heck? I think you're cheating, actually.
I promise. I will share my screen.
Cheater.
He's just
Cheater.
one-sided
Refresh
die.
your
You're
page.
working with someone at Google.
Either way, he's not able to break out, but he does use an expenditure of energy, and you see that his hands glow a little bit, thrusting them up.
Ooh.
At the same time, there are 2 more tendrils, as they were, that come out of the wall and basically spawn 2 new enemies, 2 new creatures from a different dimension that land on the ground.
Don't worry,
What
I'll
are the
shoot 'em.
dimensions?
It's the tentacle dimension.
Oh, that would make sense for Thalys.
It's popular in Japan.
One of them is the Sheridan race, which you actually recognize. It looks very similar to Lieutenant Optus's race. It is a robot type being that's some kind of metal plating around their body and glass that reveals these metallic veins and sorts, oil, and whatnot. That one appears. I'm really good at my descriptions. I'm getting better, I swear. And the other one is a Pyrikian, which is like a rock-like kind of creature. They look like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Oh, look, we have the Thing and the Flame guy from Fantastic Four. No,
Human Torch?
Johnny
Thank you.
Flame. Human Torch.
Johnny Storm.
Shush. Different dimensions. I love this game. I get to use that as an excuse all the time.
He does say flame on.
they are summoned into the field. At the same time, the paper cut storm is still going, so I need defense rolls from Barry and Vince. And Time, I imagine you didn't get close enough to get into the storm, so I'll let that pass because I forgot about
I
it.
did say I got up right on him and shot him in the back of the spine, so...
Sure, take damage.
Radical!
Roll for it.
Alright, is this a powered thing that's going on that I have to defend against?
It is a storm, basically a storm of pages that is whipping around Thalys,
Okay,
Barry,
then.
and
I just have something where if I'm resisting a power, I roll a d12 instead.
It technically is a power. It's like an ability that he has.
Avoid checks you make against powered actions and powered items must use a d12.
Sure, yeah.
Alright, great. That's a 10. I hate you, Google.
So that is an 8, unfortunately.
Hey, 2 damage from everyone who fails, but you get effort back.
Do I have to do it?
Because you're out of. Did you leave the area? You got over to the wall, didn't you?
I don't know. It could have been a real sick kickflip.
You went and you threw the oyster, right?
I did. And now it's looking like a real pro move because I may not have to roll an avoid check.
Yeah. You moved out of range of his attack. Yeah.
Ah, yes. Staying out of the paper cuts is an excellent strategy.
That is his turn. Belle, it is your turn.
Right, I'm going to try and reflect this energy again.
Sure.
This time, I will send it towards Barry.
Wonderful.
Mm.
And I will use my cleaver. Hopefully not fucking up this time. That's a 2.
A 2! Amazing! You bring your cleaver up and you swipe it at the tendril. It does not reflect it, but it does seem to cut through it a little bit. Next up, Barry.
Do I notice that it starts cutting through?
No, I don't believe you were there when Belle cut it. You can see them swinging, but I don't know if you were close enough to make that observation. There are now 2 other dudes on the ground. Thalys is within your grasp. Time is near you, and Vince just threw an oyster at the force field containing the orbs.
All right, I'm hurting, guys. I'm hurting pretty bad.
Oh.
I'm gonna maintain my grap because I feel like I should. That will be a 3 to maintain, and then I will try to squeeze some more damage. which I rolled an 8.
An 8. You failed.
But I have the lucky trait, which when I roll the highest on a die, I can expend 2 effort to make it a success.
Ooh. You have this much effort?
Hey.
I do after failing things.
Okay, sure.
So now I'm down to 1 effort again, but it's a success, so they'll take 2 damage. I mean, they'll take 1 damage.
Another damage. After your turn, we have the 2 bandit guys, which they kind of look like bandits. They just look like a bunch of thugs, basically. The rock guy is going to go ahead and try to basically, like, he runs and then tries to kick Barry out from under Thalys. So, Barry, I need your true roll defense.
That's a 3.
A 3! You pass. All right. He is actually not as big as we think, and he kicks and goes right in between, like, the hole between your stomach and his back. Goes right through. The other guy, the robotic guy, is going to go and try and attack Time.
You can't punch an orb.
Where's the goddamn referee?
The robot is punching the orb.
I'm too round. His fist would simply bounce off.
Let's find out. How's that roller doing?
Right. What do I, D10?
It is D10 to dodge, yes.
All right. A 3.
A 3, you succeed.
Woo!
Surely enough, you are too round and perfect, and the fist glazes off of your surface.
I'm too incredible. Your hits simply will bounce off.
Barry, sorry, that was your turn. Time, now it's your turn.
My people evolved beyond the need for fists and violence, but we did evolve the need for guns.
And I shoot him.
Sure, go ahead and shoot him.
Son of a Google! I'm tired of you! That's an 8. I'm gonna spend my remaining 3 effort, and roll another die.
Go for it.
6!
A 6! Just misses.
No, dang it. Pow, pow. Dang it. And I move away from him.
Sure, go ahead and run away. Bring it to the top, Vince.
Can I punch the wall?
You can punch the wall. You can.
Okay.
To remind you, there are, again, 2 rogue agents. Thalys is being held in the middle of the floor, and there are 4 tendrils, all actively threatening you.
Okay. Well, I want to get rid of the tendrils.
Sure.
And to do that, I gotta go through wall.
Well, the walls are outside, the tendrils are inside.
You can attack the tendrils directly, is what she's saying.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I punch the tendril. Is punching the tendril like punching a wall? I'm sorry, I'm a white man, and I only know how to do one thing.
Sure. Let me just take your shoulders, turn you towards. You could punch that.
Okay.
I never knew your name was Kyle.
Yeah. I'm cracking open a monster right now.
Are you going to join Bell and attack the one that he hit, or are you going to find a new one?
The same one? The same one?
The same one?
Yeah.
Great, go ahead.
Teamwork?
Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah.
Bell can combo, I guess, if Bell has the
I do
effort.
have 2. I can combo. Let's get a little extra damage.
Okay. Well, I rolled an 8.
Well, shit. I shouldn't have comboed.
Yeah, the combo just does extra damage. Okay, yeah. You go ahead and swing, but you're over-enthusiastic and just miss the tendril as it weaves out of the way. Bringing around, Thalys goes again. The paper cut storm actually diminishes after the second round of it. He's going to, once again, try to break out. So give me a grapple roll, Barry.
Not great this time. It's a 5.
It's a 5! Fantastic!
For you?
No, it's not fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. He punches out of your grist, being all, I don't know, maybe it's sweaty or something from holding him. Although, now his wrists are wet. Gross. Anyway, so he pops out of your arms and makes a step away. And then it's his turn. Bell, your turn.
Seeing how Vince has these tendrils very handily handled, Bell is going to start walking towards the 3 of them a little bit. Not to get within their zone, but starting to like move in that direction, sharpening his two knives as he says,
"Now, gentlemen, I know you don't know me and I don't know you, but I've chopped up things much bigger and much scarier than either of you. And quite frankly, this fellow here doesn't have your best interests at heart. And neither do I. So you should best think whose side you'd like to be on."
Ooh.
And I would like to try and intimidate.
Holy shit.
Sure. Are you going to try and intimidate them to, like, are you trying to get them to swap sides, or?
Sure, why not?
All right, interesting.
Or just leave. Listen, or just leave.
I mean, it would work on me.
Or
I'm pulling
leave,
a
that
sky
is
right
true.
now.
All right.
Sure. Give me
Trickle.
2 rolls.
2 rolls.
Since there's 2 of them.
Great. Well, perfectly balanced as all things should be. A crit and an 8.
Hey.
A crit and an 8. Amazing. Yeah, I would say that the robot one doesn't seem to be phased, being that he is a robot. But the other one is the Rockman, and actually knows the history of your people and knows that you do at times eat rocks. And above all, doesn't want to be eaten by you. So
it helps digest the meat. It breaks it up a little bit. Our stomach acids aren't as strong. That's why we eat rocks, to help break things up.
you see them nod and step back. Amazing crit. All right, Barry, your turn.
Seeing Vince and, well, I guess just Vince at this point attacking those tendrils, I guess I kind of take notice that those are what is powering him. How far spread apart are said tendrils?
They're kind of moving around, but for the most part, think of a square like 4 corners.
Okay. But, I mean, they all converge onto that point. I would like to try to rip the tendrils out of it.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna go to attack one of them. Go ahead and make your attack. Are you doing the one that has been attacked or the 3 that haven't?
One of the 3 that hasn't.
Okay.
And not even to really attack it, but to pull it out of him. So that will be a 2. Actually, oh no, because I have 2 up. I guess I'll use the first. So it'll be a 5, unfortunately.
Okay, yeah. You go ahead, you do grab onto it, and you're attempting to rip it out of him. Again, it's kind of this plasma thing. It doesn't burn you to touch, actually, but you have a hold on it. You have the wrestling and the grappling. Is there anything that gives you a bonus to that at all, or no?
Oh, checks I make to grab onto characters, monsters, or objects, I use a d6, which that means like 5. The only damage, unfortunately, is towards creatures. So I don't know if the tendril counts as a creature.
No,
in
it
this
doesn't.
context. So it would just be to grip and, I guess, pull out.
Okay, yeah, you grab on it and you attempt to tear it. You have a grip on it. You are right there by Thalys. You don't quite get it out, but if you continue to do that, you can feel it will be successful. Moving on, we have the bandits. The rock one has backed off, but the robot one is in full force. So he is going to turn to Bell, who just threatened him, and go ahead and try to attack.
That's gonna be a 4.
Wonderful! Yeah, he comes at you with a metal fist and attempts to hit you, but you are so small and wiggly that you wiggle out of the way.
Nice try, asshole. We've dealt with your kind before.
Nice try, cockbag.
Next time.
Okay. So he has this protection on him.
Yes.
Do we know the source of this protection? Can we make a roll or something on that?
The tendrils.
You could
Is the
very well assume it's the tendrils, yeah.
Okay then. And are the tendrils being blocked by that force field? Or the tendrils are out in front of the force field. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. The scene is you have this kind of corridor-like room. It is this big wooden room that have shelves. The shelves are covered by this golden light. There's a force field, and from that force field, these tendrils are into Keeper Thalys. So there are 4 of them. 2 of them have been attacked once successfully, and there are 2 free-floating that haven't been touched at all. Thalys himself, like, he looks beat up, but he looks like he's protected.
I guess, should I attack the tendril? Try and get rid of his shielding?
You
That'd
can.
be groovy.
Yes, there are 2. There's one that's been attacked by Vince, and there's one that's been attacked by Barry.
Yeah, and then okay, then I'll go for
To be
whichever
fair,
one.
it was hit by Bell.
Sorry, it was
Vince
hit by...
did also attack.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, yes. No, it was one that was hit by Bell, one that was hit by Barry.
History is not written by plants.
Listen,
Casey.
it's the one thing that I did.
History is written by chickens.
I'll shoot the
Sure.
one that Barry did damage to. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Let's see if it even fucking hits. It 3.
Hey!
Wow!
3 damage to it.
It doesn't do 3 damage, but it does do enough. You see as the bullet flies true through the tendril dissolves, and Thalys yells, "No!" Moving on.
All right.
Vince,
All right, I punched the tendril.
you punched the tendril. Go ahead and roll for it.
Ooh, it's a 3.
The 3!
A tweet.
Successfully! You punch the tendril, it withers away, leaving 2. You can see that as these tendrils wither away, Thalys looks less and less okay.
I would hope so.
Thalys is going to go ahead and take a shot at... Barry, you're next to him, because you just were trying to pull the tendril out of him, so he's going to go ahead and try and attack you. He's going to go ahead and try to drop another book on you. He raises his hand and summons a large book. Roll to dodge.
That is a 9.
A 9! Woof! The large book lands on you, dealing 1 damage.
Barry drops down to a knee for but a brief moment, as his eyes blurring in and out of vision. He's been beat up. He's been beat up real bad. Between the paper cuts and everything else going on, the Bibliolater might be writing the last chapter of his novel as we stand. But he gets up, a fire in his eyes and a rage in his heart, and I will last stand.
Oh my god, okay. So listeners, this is a pretty big moment. Barry has resigned himself to death. Hooray. Basically how this works is Barry, you regain 1 effort, and you have until your effort runs out to have your last stand. But the thing is that's interesting about this is that all of the other players can offer you effort during their turn by encouraging you to keep your last stand going. Does that start your turn? That's all right.
So, sorry, it says when you drop to 0 health, you can choose to either fall unconscious or take a last stand. You immediately gain 1 effort. All your attacks deal an extra damage. All your checks get 1 additional die. You cannot be healed. You only gain effort via the encourage action. You lose 1 effort at the end of each of your turns. So, if it gets to Barry's turn, and nobody has given him effort, he will die. If he only has 1 effort.
I've been gaining back effort. Because
Okay, so you still have other effort.
Yeah, so right now I'm at 4 effort.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Great.
Thank goodness for fail.
Yep, that's how that works. All right.
Yeah.
So, that was Thalys' turn. Bell, it's your turn.
Yes, well, I have this robotic machination in front of me, and I would like to take a couple snips at those oilish arteries.
All right, go ahead and make your attack.
Excellent. What is the difficulty?
Difficulty is 5.
That's going to be a 10.
All right. Well, you go ahead and try to make a snip, but he moves out of the way.
Blasted fools are faster than I remember.
Next up, Barry, welcome to your last stand.
Thank you. It's good to be here. I will grasp upon another tendril and move to rip it out of his back.
Sure. You go ahead and grab onto a tendril, go ahead and rip it. Let's see those attacks.
Alright, so I get 2 rolls, right?
Yes.
So that'll be a 3.
A 3. And you also do extra damage, I believe.
Yep, it says extra damage. 1 extra damage.
I do.
So-
That I do. But we've determined the tendrils are a creature, so it's up to you.
No, it's because of your last stand you do extra damage.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
So with this, you wrap your fist around another one of the tendrils and you rip it out of his back successfully.
Hell yeah.
You can hear him screaming and writhing at this loss of power.
Is the tendril still moving around?
It kind of evaporates. Like as it gets pulled out, it evaporates back into the wall.
I was gonna try plugging it into myself.
That would have been cool, but no, it evaporates. Next up, we have the bandit, the robot one, that is trying to attack Bell. It goes and takes another attack at you,
All right.
but it's metallic hands.
Another 10. I hate these roll low games. I'm terrible.
Casey only rolls bangers, guys.
It's
He
true.
only rolls damn bangers.
It attacks, dealing another damage to you.
You say another. This is the first time I've ever been hit
I'm
this entire
sorry.
game.
Yeah, so okay, it attacks you, dealing 1 damage. Next up, we have time.
All right, time's gonna go. Are both tendrils down now, or is one still up? I'm sorry.
We have
One left.
One left, yeah.
All right, bang bang, we shoot it.
Go ahead, shoot it.
We'll see if I get an effort, though I don't know if I want to share with a lesser life form, but maybe we've gotten to know each other enough in the past, 6 hours?
Something like that.
Something like that. All right, 1d8, come on, baby. Google! That's an 8!
I will spend 2 effort to help.
So what does that do for
You're
me?
gonna
I
help
roll another
time?
die?
Yep, I'm gonna help time.
All right, what does that help look like before I do my roll?
As I get punched by this robot, one of my knives, not the cleaver, that one stays with me at all times. One of my knives goes flying out of my hand and bumps into your gun, knocking it closer to the right position.
Oh, Orbeus Christ.
I accept that.
A 2!
A 2!
Hey!
It worked.
Good effort. 3 damage.
Good
Yeah,
effort.
you-
Good effort.
Your bullet flies into the tendril, damaging it. It is down to its last hit, you can imagine at this point. Moving on, Vince.
Damn.
How many tendrils left? Just the one?
1 tendril,
One.
1 hit.
I'm gonna punch that tendril.
Sure, you run up and you attack the last tendril.
Hell yeah.
Let's see it.
Falcon, punch! Oh, that's an 8.
Damn.
An 8 does not
Damn.
do it. Dallas goes once again. Oh, he's gonna say something cool.
Was it Falcon punch? Because I already took that.
Falcon failure, more like it.
Oh,
Looks
shit!
down.
Oh, got him.
Oh god, he got you.
Gotcha.
Oh. Gonna put on the greatest show.
I can put on the greatest show this town has ever seen.
Actually, he looks down at you, Barry, and says, Barry, the Bibliolater Bukowski, we could have preserved you. We could have saved you. He's actually going to try and imprison you. He takes out some of the Nebulon gas from his pocket and puts it on you, this time trying to basically start to freeze you, try to preserve you before you die. I just need you to roll to, I guess, dodge it, or unless you want to be preserved. You can always accept preservation. That is always a thing you could do.
So with my 2 rolls, I roll a 6 and a 2.
Ooh!
Hey.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so he starts to sprinkle this on you, and you move out of the way. Belle, it's your turn.
Yes, I would like to rush over to the last tendril there and jump up with both hands in my cleaver and slice it right down.
Slice the tendril, do it!
Doing it. That's a 2!
A 2!
Hey.
In a glorious motion, the last tendril is snapped in half, pulling back into the wall and relinquishing Keeper Talus of the remainder of his power. But too much damage has been done to him. And as that last tendril is removed from him, it is as if all of the damage of your attacks hits him at once. And he grasps at his chest that is now burning from all of Vince's flames. And he goes, Oh, Dario, I just wanted to be preserved. I just wanted to preserve everything and keep it whole forever. Hi.
It's just real Danny DeVito as a slug in Purell. I just wanted to be pure.
Oh, I love him. Oh my god.
Oh, why do you have to die?
As Phallus begins to burn away and die, Barry grabs him by the sides of the head and says,
I told you before, some stories are just meant to end. But that doesn't mean they're gone forever.
Whoa.
as he tears Phallus in half like a piece of paper.
Even I have to admit, that was pretty cool.
Like the thin paper he is torn apart. And in front of you, in this final form, is something more like a Paper Mario character. Like he's kind of just one-dimensional as he like deflates.
Oh,
He's Flat Stanley.
Ricky.
Yeah, exactly. Flat Stanley.
Blasted Dallas. Anyway.
Combat ends. Jesus Christ. With that too, the with the end of the guys. Let's end this. Go on. Let's get Sky out of the roof.
Yeah, let's fucking end this.
Let's end it. Let's go.
Let's go.
With the power rushing out of Thalos and reverting back into the walls there, the force fields, the robotic character also fades away, being that the power is no longer sustaining him. You are guys now in this hall. Barry is dying.
Damn.
Can we save him?
No.
Perhaps I could use my gun and shoot him back to life.
I think he's gone so far that he doesn't even know what life is anymore.
Barry, in your final moments, I want you to know that was pretty sick and you earned my respect.
I appreciate it, shitbird.
Yes. Thank you for honoring me. You too are a shitbird.
And with that,
No. You're a shitbird. And I put my hand on
Yeah. Hey.
Barry closes his eyes for the last
Oh,
time
no!
and falls flat on his face onto
My
the ground.
boy! Look how they massacred my boy!
In this moment of, I guess, morbidity, sadness, this is
Yeah, sadness.
pretty upsetting, yeah.
Sadness
Sad.
is good.
Yeah,
Grief.
sadness.
Yeah, sadness is good.
Grief, in this moment of grief.
Turbidity?
Yeah, those are all good words.
No?
All words that are in many books in Thalos' library, probably. On the other end of this room, a portal opens, and Shariva falls through it onto the ground. Okay, see, I told you, it's in here, okay? It's in... Thalos! And she gets up and runs over to the body of Thalos on the ground.
Boss fight. Take two.
Coming-
I punch her in the face.
Coming in through the portal behind them is Lieutenant Optus and Detective Tulash, who come in, and they're like,
What the fuck is going on in here?
So, Thalos here tried to preserve us in a form of stasis. So we killed him.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Barry also died in the process. He's a hero, and he should be feasted upon like one.
Bro, we're not gonna eat him.
No, it is part of Bell's subculture. They should be allowed to eat him.
In every game. Every game, Casey tries to put cracking open a cold one as the joke. And I'm just not going to allow it.
The body's so warm.
Well, it's going to cool off, and then it's going to heat up again. Whoa!
Never said those words.
they
in my
and
life.
Detective Tulash walk into the room, and they eye up all of the orbs. As Keeper Thalos is no longer alive, you can see the force field start to power down.
Alright, well, this is a mess. I guess we need to clean up. Does anybody know how to free these dimensions, I guess?
Yes, and I smashed one on the ground.
You smash one on the ground.
No, what?
Oh, I thought that would have been a great way
come
to
on,
end
do
this.
Is that
the
a
whole
good
show.
way to... Yeah.
I think that's a great way to end
Do you
it.
think
You
that's
could do
like a
it.
freeze frame John Hughes ending? Just like me
Yeah.
smashing
No, do it.
Smith smash,
See what
someone's
happens.
rushing in
See
to
what
stop
happens.
him.
Do it.
Yeah, alright, I do that. What do I roll?
I don't think you need to roll necessarily. You just knock it over,
Okay,
knock it out of its little pedestal, and it shatters.
okay.
As that happens,
It's a good thing, right?
the
Which dimension was it?
as
was
it happens, you guys can see the visual of the dimension rapidly expand outward, basically escaping this pocket dimension. And as that happens, you see the color on Detective Tulash's uniform return to full color.
Oh.
And she looks down.
What is happening to me?
He had stolen your dimension as well. We've saved the slaves of this horrible place.
It's okay. You can bow before me, your chicken savior.
Bow before
I have
all
released
of us.
your peoples.
Yes.
Tulosh, you can finally go home.
I can. Oh my god! That's right. My home. I remember what it is now. Wow.
Yes.
Optus, we need to get these dimensions all free right away.
And he says,
Right. We will get on that right away.
and we pull out of this miraculous menagerie as all of the
This
dimensions
menage a trois.
are freed,
Nope.
and all of the Riftguard are freed,
There's more than
and
three.
everyone can go home.
Yay! Everybody except Barry, because he's dead.
Except for Barry. Barry died. Barry did
Barry
die.
died. That was crazy.
Why is it that Andrew always does the last stand death stuff?
Because he has to make everything about him.
Oh. Woo.
What else have I left? Wait.
Christmas special.
In the end, because of all of the dimensional issues, all of the orders ended up getting through, so Chef Fungal got his orders, and Belle, you got your ingredients free of charge.
Glub Glub McGlubber
Yes,
snack.
exactly. I'm glad you remember. After some time, the Nebulon guest comes back in stock, and you're able to power your portals. Vince, you get many more jobs and make lots
Hell
of
yeah.
money. And you're famous
Super.
for saving all of the Riftguard. And Barry gets a nice memorial in which every day is dressed with a new vest that is torn off on the new day, which explodes into fireworks and guitar riffs and tiger growls in your name. The end.
Incredible.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
We did
Oh
it.
my god.
Oh my god. Thank you
did it,
everyone for
everybody.
playing
We freaking
and
did it.
joining me on this
Wolves.
journey. Thank you for Dennis for talking to me about sagas and getting us to play this amazing game.
It's a great system.
Yeah, this is a really
Yeah,
fun,
it's a fun
system. And yeah, I guess we don't plug at the end of things, we just leave.
Yep.
I mean,
Bye.
I do want to just say shout out to one person who sent us fan mail.
What?
What?
Fan
We
mail?
got fan mail?
What?
Yeah.
How?
Apparently Buzzsprout has a fan mail thing now.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So this is from Ramsey in New Jersey. Just saying Happy New Year to the entire crew.
Oh,
Aw.
Yeah. Also known as Rocky Raccoon 731.
that's
Rocky.
my dad.
That's your
That's
dad?
my dad.
Thanks for the fan
We're
mail,
not in
Dad.
Ramsey, so I don't know
Where's
where
your
he was when he
dad?
sent that. But
That's crazy that your dad found the mail-in option for fucking BuzzFeed.
my
That fits
dad
so
would.
goddamn well.
Thanks, Dad.
Holy
Thanks
shit,
everyone
that's
for
funny.
listening, and yeah, homie and the dude, check them out.
Yeah.
Another dad.
Alright.
Code RP Jesters.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Okay.
Anywho, saga on.
Saga
Oh.
on.
Saga on.
Saga
Saga
on. That was
on.
never a
Saga
saga.
off.
Saga on the day.
No.
Yeah!
No.
We got him! We got him, Casey! We got him!
We did it one more, baby!
Woo!
You've been listening to Echoes of the Menagerie, produced and performed by RP Jesters. To support the Jesters and get exclusive content, become a member of our Patreon at patreon.com/rpjesters. Be sure to give us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen online.